this morning we met for the first time. So I'd not met Shiv before, apart from online. Like, Shiv's come from Singapore because he's so in love with us.
It's awesome. I'm in Australia. I'm loving it.
We have Shiv, Pierce, Duncan, myself and Ben in Sydney at Griffin. Anna is unwell. David's in rehearsals, opens a show tomorrow night. Susie's in Queensland, so she'll be joining us on Hangouts and Nakia's lost in Dublin. So I'm just going to set up a permanent one and then, invite everybody to it and they can jump in and out.
Yeah, so we've made a lot of progress this morning, and I think that, we've got the designers coming in now, and so we're at a stage where we have to make more concrete decisions.
I'm very excited, but I'm also quite overwhelmed because it's a lot to take in and it's a lot to process all the time.
Welcome into the project.
We decided that we wanted to create an online event that was staged by an activist group that existed predominantly online. And we sort of gone through various discussions about what that group stands for. So Shiv came up with this word. I don't know. Maybe it was Simon. There was a bit of anti-lineation, or a group that wants to break down all the lines of society. And
of course, I'm very sure it's a very tentative name. We can hopefully come up with something more catchy, but that's the general idea, is the idea of lines, and that this group rejects them.
So where did the activist group come from?
Yeah, a lot of it was inspired by this idea of digital, and then another half of it was inspired by where our country is at right now.
they exist as a community online, but they do come together to perform acts of resistance.
They consider themselves to be performing the idea of terrorism rather than being terrorists. So it's a hostage situation, but they're not real guns, and the people are never going to be harmed. And the guy is, the guy or girl who's the YouTube star, it's totally up to them whether they read it or not. But when strange people come into your house and say, hey, this is a hold-up, the act of saying it kind of makes it real. And so, yeah, we were really interested in, Duncan wrote a really great speech about saying this is a gun, this looks like a gun, is this a real gun? This looks like a hostage situation, is this a real hostage situation?
I think, things that have been thrown around, like talking about doing sort of fake home invasions, that's obviously very confronting. And just the idea that it's not in the real world and that it's a hoax, that some people might actually think that is real and get upset. I'm also kind of trying to be the brand caretaker at the same time, thinking, look, it's great to put this kind of exciting project out there, but we also have to be prepared that we're agitating and stirring the pot a little bit and be ready to deal with that.
We're spending a week at Griffin really trying to lock down the concept, and it's exhausting.
So by the end of the evening, everybody's just keeling over and still trying to stay in the discussion because there's so much. It's a lot to get my head around, but it's fun. I think that's also the same thing that makes it really, really fun. Yeah.
It's not real, this project, by the way. It's not a real project. This is a performance project, so any work that's done on this is not real work. We've come up with a bit of a plan and get rid of some of those pesky other people that have been bugging this project. Have you found that up, you guys? Have you found that it's been really difficult to work with those guys? So anyway, we got rid of them. And now we're here alone, together, just the core group. And we're ready to change reality. Simon, wouldn't you agree? Simon's out. Simon is no longer part of our group.
So, 9 weeks.